we had on Wendy, and now we have on Jack, her other half. Not her better half, but her other half. So, Jack, the floor is yours. You want to talk about Olympia Gym? Bring it.
Just loved Olympia. It was a great place. Spent a lot of time there, probably 5 hours a day, about 2 hours.
5 hours a day?
An hour working out, and the rest just bullshitting with people. I would get there at like 5 and leave at 10. I was actually the first member of Olympia when it first opened.
Was that before Chris or after Chris?
Yeah, Frank and Anthony had it.
Okay.
When they first opened it, I walked down there from my gas station up the street, and they were still working on it, and I joined as the first member.
So you owned a gas station?
Yeah, a mobile station up the street.
Get out of here. My neighbor owned in Caldwell. He owned a gas station. Tony Leone. Did you ever hear that name?
Tony Leone?
Tony Leone. In Montville, was from Montville, next door.
I knew it. No, a guy from West Orange, Tony Leone.
Okay,
yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, I walked down there, and they were actually doing the construction inside, and I said, "I'll be your first member." So that was that.
Really?
Yeah. And then Chris took over, and actually my stereo, I donated my stereo to Frank and Anthony, and I think it ran in that place for probably 15 years.
The stereo that they played Rocky for over and over and over again.
Yep.
That was yours.
I bought that when I got out of high school. I know it was called a Sansui 8080, and it was on top of a shelf in there, and I think it ran almost 24 hours a day.
It did run 24 hours a day.
Yep.
Gerard, when Gerard was there, it was the Rocky 4 soundtrack, and it would flip over and just flip over and flip over.
Yep. So that was it. Then Chris took over, and Frank and Anthony were great guys, and Chris was just as good, and loved it. It was a great place.
Now, Wendy told me you're big into cars and motorcycles. You have a Harley?
I did. I sold my last one.
Did you ever go cross country in the Harley? Did you ever go cross country riding?
No, I was more of like high performance stuff. I drag race motorcycles and.
Get out of here! Where would you do? Would you do it up in
Island, Englishtown, Atco, Reading.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a long time ago though.
So you drag race motorcycles?
Yeah.
Top speed? What was your top speed ever on?
Fast I went 890, 156 in the quarter mile.
156.
And that was 40 years ago.
That is awesome. You have pictures from those days?
Yeah, actually, one of my.
You're gonna have to send it to me because that's what I'm gonna use for this show today.
Oh, okay.
That is okay. So motorcycles you dragged, and ever cars or just more motorcycles?
Cars also. I'm actually building another car, and I have a Cobra now.
Okay.
I want to race, and most of my time, like it's 25 years of playing rugby though.
You played rugby for 25 years. I played 2 games in college. Got a concussion, and they drank too much and had to walk away.
Well, it's a drinking game.
It is a drinking game. So where do you play rugby?
Montclair.
With a club in Montclair, you travel all over?
Club Montclair, yeah.
And you were in the scrum or one of the wings?
A scrum. I was an 8-man.
Wow, for 25 years. Yep. What kind of injuries we got from 25 years of rugby?
I got 2 plates, 6 screws in my neck, both rotator cuffs done. The only thing that's good on me is my knees.
Your knees are good. All right.
Somehow
well, hey, you got to walk.
Yep.
So wait, how do you get into rugby? That now?
Well, it was Olympia also. I was at Olympia, and Tony Brown, who's I think he left. He's here somewhere. He came up to me and he goes, "You want to play rugby?" And I was like, I didn't know what the word meant. I didn't know what it was, and I'm like, "What's rugby?" And he goes, "That's like football." So I said, "Okay." Went to one practice, had no idea what was going on, and they stuck me in a game, and I loved it. Rugby's a sport, either you love it or you hate it.
Right, exactly.
And I fell in love with it.
25. How old were you when you started playing, though?
In my 30s, I played my last game at 57.
57! Holy shit!
Yep.
Okay, so you're building a car now, a Cobra, and you're going to race it like on a quarter drag. Is it drag or is it
autocross?
Autocross,
like road racing.
So how long is each race on that?
Autocross is very fast. They do it. They'll take a big parking lot and set up a road course in it, and you just go against the clock.
So it's each car goes against the clock.
Yeah, and you're only out there by yourself. So I'm more concerned about somebody hitting my car.
Exactly.
So this way, your car can't get damaged.
And how long does it usually take to go through the course?
Usually 30 seconds.
That's it?
To a minute, yeah. They do it at the Meadowlands at Giant Stadium. Yeah.
You see, you're a fascinating man. You're a little bit fascinating. Yeah. I'll tell you, rugby, cars, drag racing, motorcycles, Hand-to-hand combat? You never killed anybody with your bare hands, right? You box?
Years, yeah.
Where'd you box?
Lake Hiawatha, Tex Gonzalez's gym. It was just an amateur gym.
And you did a couple amateur fights?
It was all club fighting.
So it was Fight Club, but you can't really talk about
something funny?
Yes.
Even talking to you, I have horrible stage fright. I love to fight. I was afraid, like, I didn't want to be in front of people.
Oh, so you would,
I was a club fighter.
Okay.
We would go to other gyms, fight in front of the people in the gym, but
if you had to go in front of a crowd.
I would not do well.
So let me ask you, if you have stage fright, how do you do the race car stuff and everything?
What's that?
How do you do the races? Because there's crowds watching the car. You kind of like in your own zone?
You're in your car.
Okay, so you're saying more when you're out in the open.
Yeah, I like could never do a play in school or jobs I've had where you had to like,
public speaking or something like that. Or?
Horrible.
Wow.
Horrible.
And look, I already got 6 minutes out of you.
Well,
See?
There's no camera, so
there's no
good.
camera. Yeah, I didn't put you on the camera. That is so. Wow, rugby, boxing. So what do you now? You're retired now.
Yeah.
So what do you? So the car's really the thing you like doing?
Yeah, it's tinkering. You know, I like
tinkering. Okay.
I kind of like working on it more than doing anything else. I just making parts and whatnot.
So you make your own parts for the car. Wow.
Yep.
So it's kind of like it's slow. It's a slow process. It's a slow burn.
Oh yeah, very slow.
But that's cool for you.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Wow. Do you play music when you fix your cars?
Oh, do I play music? Yeah. 60s and 70s.
60s. That's what I was going to wonder. I was wondering what you do. That is so cool. So when are you going to race? When are you looking to do that
Probably
race?
this spring. I'll do it.
I got Wendy's information. I'm coming. I got everybody here. I'm like, I'm going to start going to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You are awesome.
You got to come to a rugby game.
I would like to play again.
You played though, so you know what it is.
Yeah, I do love.
Where did you play? What school?
American for a couple games, and I was a wing, so I was fast. I loved it.
Yeah.
But it was just the drinking, and then I kind of like just fell off, and I should have stuck with it because that was a good sport for me. I'm tiny.
Yeah. No, our Montclair. I think at one point the big joke was Montclair leads the league in DWIs. It was, you know how it was. You finish the game at 4 o'clock. And you're in a bar at 2 in that morning, like.
Yeah, and you're just like, hey, I feel nothing now.
Yep. So that was it.
And are you still friendly with a lot of guys you did it with?
Somewhat. A lot of guys moved away, and I'm 67 now, so the last game I played was 10 years ago. Do
you still work out? Do you still go to gym?
Yeah, me and Wendy go to Morristown.
Oh, you go to Morristown together.
Yeah.
Okay. Where the kids are on their phones and they won't get off the machines and all that crap.
Exactly.
You're like, move,
and
idiots. That's exactly what I say. I'm like, I hate this shit.
And they don't even, if you ask them now, like, how many sets you have left,
yeah, they
don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Why are you asking me this?
And a girl got nasty. She had left her towel there, and I used it. She goes, well, my towel was there. I go, I don't give a shit. You're not here. She got all bent out of shape. And I was like, your towel's there. You're not here. I'm using the machine.
Yeah.
And she got...
It's a whole different...
Not at all better.
Olympia was such a tight-knit group of people. Like, you had your flare-ups once in a while, people getting pissed off, but it was just the coolest place to be.
It was.
Yep, it was just, I remember Chris's father, Freddie.
Yeah.
My favorite thing with him was when you came in there, he would automatically take your weight belt from you, take a magic marker and put your name on it and give it back to you. So, like, he was just like, it was like having your dad there.
Right, I know. Yeah. That sucked.
Yeah, I had a lot of great memories of that gym.
I know. We all have that. Like, I still talk about it. I mean, I still talk about it like it just happened. Yeah.
So, now I go to the gym for probably 45 minutes to an hour.
And you're like, I got to get out of here.
Yep. But there's nobody to talk to anyway.
I know. Nobody talks here. Nobody bullshits.
That's the funny thing. Like, I say hello. I pass somebody, I say hello, and they kind of look at you like you're a weirdo. Like, why is he saying hello to me?
Right. So, yeah. It sucks.
But I do get done faster now because I don't talk.
You're like a more efficient.
Yes.
Oh, well, I thank you. I know. I really appreciate this. You were awesome.
Well, thank God you don't have a camera.
All right. Yep. You don't have a camera, and I got to get. I'll talk to Wendy about getting some pictures. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.